Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are well. I have a reading for you for the period of the 1st of October all the way through to the 7th. I thought I would start with you guys this week because it is just my thing, right? And I get lots of people like, oh my god, your Virgo videos are like so long and everybody else doesn't get that much time. I'm sorry guys. Just the way it is. Okay, so Virgo, I think I have all 6 cards for you. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow, okay, so I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I have Judgment. I have the Hanged Man in reverse. I have the Moon in reverse. I have the Page of Swords. And I have the 3 of Swords. Virgo, what do we have for you guys this week? Right, okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wait, before we get started, how is everyone getting on with their sprays? Nice. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The luck that didn't come through. The luck that's running out. The constant fear, the constant threats. My time is up. This period's gonna be over, just like the sunshine. It's gonna be over soon. But is it, Virgo? Is that what's really going on? Is your Wheel of Fortune really in reverse, or is your judgment just so off? Is your judgment so off? Virgo, what is it that you were anticipating? What was it that you were trying to achieve that didn't quite make the mark? And it was almost as if it has left you in a state of like, I can't even hang and ponder over this anymore because I really have no more time left. The moon and its intuition, the full moon, would have asked you to move forward with a situation that asks you to identify a heartache. Is this a current heartache? Is this a previous heartache? Either way, I don't think you're using your discernment. Queen of Swords in reverse. Is this Aquarius? Is this a Libra? Is this a Gemini? I have here the Chariot card. Looks like there is going to be some movement forward. Looks like things are going to be pushing through if you can only start to look at what it is that you've got. Instead of looking away from a gift, looking away from how fortunate you should be. Maybe open up those pockets. Start being charitable again, Virgo. Alright, I've got all these cards here in front of me. Let's actually break this down and let's talk about this. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. A massive breakthrough. That good luck opportunity, the thing that came through but wasn't quite what you expected, wasn't quite what you wanted, left you a little bit disheartened and a little bit disappointed. Was this a bit of a start-stop feeling? Was this like, you know, it could have anything to do with a job, opportunity, a relationship. Maybe you met someone and it seemed like they were going to be the one, but it turns out they're really far from what it is that you were expecting. And maybe it's sometimes those expectations that get us caught up in things. So Virgo, why don't we look at this way, okay? So there is something that you're being called to make a choice on. There is a judgment that requires your full-on attention. You really need to take your time with this judgment, I think. I don't think you really should take time with this judgment. I think you've had long enough, and I think it is now question time. It is now answer time. It is now the time for you to decide what it is that you're going to do moving forward. And I don't think you can hang around in limbo anymore. I feel like with the passing of this full moon, a lot of situations would have become quite clear. And I think that there is something that you're choosing deliberately to ignore, Virgo. There is some communication yet to be had. There is still something that needs to be said. Maybe if you are to put it out in the ether, it might come close to resolving this heartache. Either way, there is a heartache. There is some sort of third-party situation. There is some sort of cheating going on. Going on or was going on. If, Virgo, you are being deceitful, know that this is not going to end with good consequence. If somebody is cheating on you, know that the best way for you to deal with this situation is to openly address it and move on from the situation. Address it and move on, Virgo. There is something that you're looking away from. There is a blessing. There is something that you should really be grateful for, but you are looking away from it. And I feel as if it has got you feeling a little bit restrictive with your own feelings and your own emotions. I feel like you are not functioning on a way that you normally function. And I think this has a lot to do with being afraid. So maybe it is time to put away the fear, and maybe it is time to open up your purse strings and maybe be a little bit more charitable in order to like really achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Maybe it is time to do something about this calling, this absolute calling that has got you feeling so ready to say something. Either way, it is time to decide now, Virgo. The judgment is here. Judgment time is here. You've got to decide it. You've got to speak on it. There's something that you need to say. And I think once you do, this feeling of luck expiring might surpass. Or maybe the wheel might turn in your favor again. But I think when you're like hanging around, indulging in repetitive thought patterns, things that you've already dealt with before, things you've already done before, like when you're in that situation, you really gotta like figure out if you're time wasting. Is this a thing for you? And this is time you're not gonna get back. Like no one's ever gonna get time back. So use your time better, Virgo. The moon is in reverse. I think you've already been given all the information that you need. I don't think there is anything that's hidden or nothing that is like, you're either going to get some information on something. The full moon would have exposed something for you. And I think it does require some action in regards to a heartache. Action is required, Virgo, and I think you need to take it. If it's in regards to an air sign, there's some sort of movement. You got to move forward. You got to grab life by the reins and push forward. You've got to move. Whatever you're doing, don't be ungrateful for the situation that you have. Because the more ungrateful you are, the more it will feel like your wheel is stuck or is in reverse. Be a little bit more charitable of spirit. Where is it that you can give more? Where is it that you can do more for those around you? To A, elevate your spirit, but B, really, really, really help get yourself over this. If it's taking place at the moment, Virgo, and you can see it and you can address it, there is something you need to do about it. And if that means to move away from the situation, I think you better, because the only way that this can come back around this way is with some movement. And there is some movement that you're not taking place, like there is some important movement that is not being done right now, because it may seem as if you were just sat still, not doing anything about it, but I don't think you can deal with that anymore. There's so many forward movements in this card, in this reading. So many forward movement cards in this reading. Either way, there is something with an earth air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that really needs to be dealt with. And until you don't address it and until you don't deal with it, it doesn't seem like anything is going to get done about it. This doesn't come up for no reason. I think I want to clarify this. Should I clarify this? Let's clarify this reading. Okay. The Hermit. Virgo, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You already know what's up, Virgo. Why do we always have to do this? More time alone, more time reflecting, more time pondering, more time thinking. What can be done? I think you know what can be done. I think some honesty. Being honest to yourself, Virgo. Starting with yourself. Doing what needs to be done, Virgo. Anyway, this week requires a judgment from you. It requires forward movement from you. And it is asking you to see where you have not been as giving of spirit and as giving of love as you perhaps should be. And where you're not being as grateful as you should be for all of the blessings that you have in your life. Either way, this is going to sting. But the sooner you get over this, the sooner you are doing yourself a favor in order to come back to yourself. A bit of quiet reflection is required this week. Thank you guys for watching. I shall catch you again next week. Take care.